Well, hey, my name is Tony. Sorry I haven't been posting videos lately. A few weeks ago, I accidentally dislocated my shoulder and broke my arm, but that gave me the opportunity to watch a ton of YouTube videos. And what I want to do today is just spend a few minutes giving a few suggestions on how we can improve some of the quality of our videos that we post. Let's get into it. Well, hey, what's up? My name is Tony, and today we are talking about a few different ways that you can improve your YouTube videos, which is exciting because I love helping people equip them with tools that they need to grow. I've been down for a few weeks with this broken arm and have a chance to just kind of ingest a whole bunch of YouTube videos, which has been really good for me. It's been hard as a filmmaker to only have one arm, and hopefully I've got an appointment this week with the doctor, so hopefully I can ditch this sling and kind of get back to real life. I have no idea what's going to happen. Basically what happened is I was riding my OneWheel a little too fast, went around a corner, it nosedive, which is typical, threw me off and broke my arm. Basically what happened is it dislocated, and when it did that, it ripped the bone out of the rotator cuff and part of the bone stayed on the rotator cuff. When they put it all back together, kind of sucked it all back in, and it's honestly, it's never even hurt, it's just got a broken arm, so I gotta nurse it a little bit. So why don't we get into this video? I've got 5 tips. The first one that I want to suggest that will improve the quality of your video is that we need to talk about story. Story is so important, and a lot of times I think that we don't think through the story before we hit record. Everything has story. When I was growing up, I used to think that story was just this prince and this princess in distress, and you have to rescue the princess and they fall in love, blah, blah, blah. That's your story. Well, story is so much deeper than that, so much deeper. No matter what kind of video that you are making, it has story. It doesn't matter if it's a vlog, obviously that's an easy one to have a story, but a tutorial, you need to take someone from point A to point B. It doesn't matter if you're doing even a simple B-roll clip where you're just doing a sequence of B-roll. If you have story in that B-roll, it is going to be so much more impactful and entertaining for your viewer. Wedding videos, no matter what kind of video that you're doing, you should be thinking through the story. So I just encourage you guys, when you're making up your B-roll, when you're making up your tutorial storyline, think through the different components that make up that story. Add in some tension, whatever that looks like, just make it happen. And so think through that grid of this is a story and what is the story that I'm telling. Number 2. Let's dial in that audio. You can get away with kind of crappy lighting and a subpar camera, but when it comes to audio, if you don't have crisp, good audio, your video is going to be lacking. And that's the number one thing. As soon as I see a video that has subpar audio, most of the time I just can't make it through 30 seconds. So there's a couple ways to drastically improve audio. The first one is to just not use the built-in microphone. Sometimes that's fine if you're just capturing natural audio, but really you need to be getting a different microphone. And basically the way that all microphones work is the closer that you are to that microphone, the better it's going to sound. Now there's microphones that can extend that reach, and that's a good example of a shotgun mic. This is the new NTG one, the NTG video, they've got so many. I'm excited to use this one. This is like a $250 mic. I've been using it quite a bit. I'm probably going to do a review on it soon, but I just want to make sure that I have the right information before I make my review. This is another one that I use, is the Rode Video Micro. This is the best freaking microphone ever. This one is 60 bucks and it sounds so good. You don't need power, it's just plug and play, it's ready to go. This microphone is great, and what happens is when you mount this on your camera, you're actually directing where that microphone is picking up sound, which makes it sound better. So if you're within 3 feet of the camera, I suggest using this Rode Video Micro. Pick it up, it's $60, it's all you need, and it will get you by for any kind of talking head situation. Now, if you're farther away, say even where I'm at now, I'm probably, I don't know, 3.5 feet. If I'm using this microphone on top of that camera, it's not gonna sound as good. You have a couple different options. What you can do is actually get a extension cable and mount this right out of frame up here so that you're within that 3 feet again, and it sounds very, very good. I made a video about this. I'll link it in the description, maybe put the little playhead. This is a video that's been very helpful to a lot of people. and it takes this microphone from sounding pretty good for talking heads to really good, because you can get that microphone like 6 inches away. The other option is you can use the Rode Wireless Go, which is what I'm using right now. It's just this tiny little lavalier setup that it works perfectly. You can actually use this. It's got a built-in lav. You can clip it right onto the shirt or use a cabled lav like what I'm using right now. If you can dial in your audio, I promise you it's gonna sound so much better and raise the quality of your video. So just think through a little bit more on how to get better audio with your video. Number 3. Number 3 is a tricky one. It's called jump cuts. And jump cuts really have been around forever. It's just in the YouTube world, they've become accepted that you can basically just, in the middle of your sentence, chop up what you don't want in there to make your sentence. And that's just not the appropriate use for a jump cut. A jump cut is really good to help you sequence through time. So I've seen this done well with somebody in a room where they're bouncing around and you're jumping, you're not moving the camera, but you're jumping through that cut to get this illusion that time is passing by quickly. Few ways to help improve your jump cuts within your like your YouTube talking head vlog styles. The best thing to do is think through what you're going to say before you actually say it. It's that simple. You should be able to say a sentence without having to chop it up every time. And honestly, if you can't, then you need to spend more time on your script. Just think through what you're going to say. Now, there is times when you've got this great long paragraph and you just slip up once. It's easy. All you have to do is cover that up with B-roll. That's the point of B-roll. Or if you're trying to blend together 2 different ideas, maybe put a title page on there. You know, just a simple picture that swipes down, and then you can put a number 2, blah, 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 whatever it is. And then that swipes down and you don't have any more jump cuts. I'm telling you, this is just a simple way to kind of clean up that jump cut that honestly, it's just not very professional. So that's my number 3. Let's clean up some of those jump cuts. We can do better at preparing our scripts so that we don't have jump cuts 100 times in our videos. Number 4. Collaborate with other people. I've noticed in my own videos, when I'm collaborating with other people, there is so much better quality in the work. Good example of this is I did a portrait shoot a couple weeks ago, maybe in December, with my buddy David, and I had somebody come along with me and film me while I was taking photos of David. Now, I could have done like a vlog style, but it was so much nicer to have the Ronin and have him working with me and kind of filming some behind the scenes and doing all sorts of different things. Another thing that was really helpful in that situation is Logan, the guy on the camera. I would ask him, how did that come across? What did I miss? All of those kind of questions, which just improves the overall quality of your video. I'm telling you, when you're doing life together with other people, it's better. And that's the same with video. So collaborate with others. The 5th thing that I want to suggest, and this is a very simple thing, the way that you can make your videos better is by doing more videos. Simple. Just do more videos. Try and set a goal to do a video a week or a video a month or whatever that is. If you can continue to pump out content, your videos are going to get better. I promise you. That is the secret to making better videos, is to get more experience. You're gonna learn from your mistakes. You're gonna learn what you like, what you don't like, all of those things. All right, guys, well, just a few little thoughts of mine. This is not a very complicated video, but I wanted to share a few of these things. What are some of the things that have helped you? I'd love for you to comment in the section below. You know, what are some of the ways that you've improved your video content over the years? Also, we're coming up on 1,000 subscribers, which is awesome. Thanks so much for all of you new subscribers. I'm thinking about maybe giving away one of these brand new Rode Video Micros for my 1,000 subscriber hit. So that's kind of exciting. Thinking about maybe doing a giveaway. I don't know, what do you think? If you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe to this channel. We're just gonna continue to grow, and one of the things I love to do is help people learn and grow as filmmakers and photographers. This is more than just a hobby to me. This is a passion in my life, and I wanna share what I've learned with you. Other than that, I hope you have a great week, and I really do think that this will heal up pretty well. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys, take care.